Okay, so before you start judging me, yes, I used to be one of those people. You know, the kind who spends weekends crawling through dead buildings with a flashlight, pretending to be some kind of paranormal investigator when in reality, I was just bored and chronically curious. No drugs, no alcohol, just pure, stupid curiosity. I know what you're thinking. If it's abandoned, why go in? And honestly, same. I ask myself that now. But back then, we thought we were invincible. Ghosts weren't real. Demons were just movie stuff. And the only thing we were scared of was getting caught by security. So yeah, we had this little group. 5 of us. Me, my best friend Tessa, her boyfriend Caleb, and the twins, Damon and Drew. Every weekend, we'd pick a new spot from this creepy old map of forgotten places in our state. It was our thing, a weird kind of therapy. But that night, that stupid freezing night, we went to an old girls' boarding school, and whatever was in there didn't want us to leave. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe for more chilling stories. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. You don't want to miss what's coming next. So let's continue. The school was about 2 hours from the city, out in the woods, where streetlights go to die. The building sat in the middle of nowhere. Its roof caved in, windows shattered like jagged teeth, and this sign out front that still read Madonna Academy for Young Ladies. Cute, right? I bet those young ladies didn't sign up for the screaming I heard later. Anyway, we parked by a rusted gate, grabbed our bags, and started walking down the overgrown path. It was a mile long, lined with trees so tall it felt like they were watching us. The air was weirdly still. No crickets, no wind, no sound. Even Caleb, who laughed at everything, went quiet. We finally reached the first building, the main hall. I stepped inside first, and that smell hit me. You know that thick, rotting paper smell that makes your stomach twist? Yeah, that mixed with something sweet and wrong, like mold trying to be perfume. Tessa whispered, "Smells like old secrets in here." And we laughed, and because that's what we did, we joked about everything creepy. Sarcasm was our armor. Inside, it looked like time had just stopped. Desks overturned, faded photos still pinned to bulletin boards. There was even a half-written note on one desk. Miss Green said I can't leave until I finish my lines. I remember reading that out loud and saying, "Wow, imagine getting detention for eternity. Sucks to be you, kid." We moved through the classrooms, snapping photos, teasing each other, until we reached the dormitory building. That's when things started feeling off. The second I stepped in, I felt pressure in my chest, not like panic. More like walking into a room that didn't want you there. The air was heavy, colder, and for no reason I whispered, "Do you guys feel that?" Everyone said no. Of course. Classic horror movie move. Only the dumb protagonist feels something weird first. We'd been inside maybe 15 minutes when it happened. I was standing near a window, looking at some old drawings on the wall. Stick figures, all smiling, but one of them had no face. I made a joke about modern art, and then, yank, something pulled my hair, hard. I spun around, ready to smack whoever it was, but no one was behind me. The others were all in front, laughing about some broken piano keys. "Tessa," I called, "did you just—" She turned. What? My stomach dropped, because I could feel it still, like someone was right behind me, breathing against my neck. But when I looked back again, it was empty. I brushed it off, you know? I told myself I was paranoid. Old places creak, wind blows, static builds up, whatever. But the truth? I didn't feel alone anymore. We eventually found the school's church, a small, white building connected to the main dorm. The door was hanging off its hinges. When I stepped inside, it was silent. No echo, no sound. Just this massive wooden cross at the front, cracked down the middle. And that's when Tessa froze. She was staring at the pews and said, "I feel like someone's sitting next to me." I aimed my flashlight where she was looking, and I swear to you there was someone there. Not standing, just sitting, head bowed and as if praying. But when I blinked, they were gone. I told Tessa it was just shadows, because lying to your best friend is apparently my coping mechanism now. Then she whispered, "If there's something here, grab my hand." And immediately she screamed. She said something had grabbed her, yanked her hand hard enough to leave a mark. We bolted out of that church so fast you'd think it was on fire. That's when things got really bad. We were heading back to the car when Damon, one of the twins, started walking slower. Then slower. Then he just stopped. We turned around and his eyes looked wrong. Not wide or crazy, just empty, like someone had turned him off inside. "Damon?" I said. He didn't answer. Then suddenly he whispered, "They need me." Tessa laughed nervously. "Okay, funny. Stop creeping us out." But he didn't stop. He started walking back toward the dormitory, muttering, "They need me. I have to save them." Caleb and Drew ran to grab him, but he fought them. Like full-on fought. He was screaming, crying, thrashing, shouting, "I need to help them!" Over and over. It took all three of us to hold him down. When he finally stopped, his body went limp, like he just shut off. We carried him to the car, half dragging him, hearts racing, shaking like idiots. And the whole time, I kept hearing this whisper in my head, the same one I heard in the dream the night before. "You left me here." We got home at dawn. Damon was still out cold in the back seat. When he woke up hours later, he didn't remember anything. Not the trip, not the school, not even agreeing to come. We showed him the pictures we took and he said, "That's not me. I didn't go with you guys." And he looked serious, like he truly believed it. The creepiest part? When we checked the photos again that night, the ones of the classrooms, the hallway, the church, in every single one behind Damon there was a shadow. Same shape, same height, always standing right behind him. We stopped exploring after that. Tessa deleted the map. Caleb burned his backpack. Me? I tried to move on, but sometimes when I brush my hair, I still feel that tug, just for a second. And when I look at my reflection in the mirror, I swear, there's a second shadow standing just behind mine. So yeah, moral of the story, if someone says, "Let's go explore that old building," do yourself a favor, stay home, watch Netflix, order pizza. Because ghosts, yeah, they might not care that you don't believe in them. And if they've been waiting long enough, they'll find someone to take their place. Anyway, that's my story. Laugh all you want. I used to laugh too.